Luckily, I have a husband who will clean them out for me while I sit here in the vehicle.
Yeah, love and marriage, love and marriage.
We are going to start our visit here at Inverhuron by checking out the river trail. So it has a little lookout. It's not an overly long trail, but it looks like a really nice one, and it is conveniently right by the beach. So we can come back afterwards and enjoy a dip with the pups. But let's go check out the river trail. We saw an upsetting amount of poop along the trail, and I know, or at least I'd like to know, that our community isn't responsible, but pack it out. it's your job as a responsible pet owner to clean up after your dog when you're on the trails. So let this be a reminder to everybody. We, as a community at the Cast Pack, want to demonstrate and promote responsible adventuring with your pet. And that includes backing out your poop. All right, so we're taking a hydration break. We just finished the trail. What did you think, Gunn?
I liked it. It was fairly easy to get around.
It was an easier trail. I will say that it is not friendly for strollers or wagons because there were some uphill climbs and some stairs. Lucifer is doing circles, all excited because he knows the next step for us is a trip to the dog beach. What do you think, Willow? And the dog beach? It's right over there. So let's get going. To the dog beach. Hey, puppers. Definitely a beautiful sandy beach, which is great if you're looking to enjoy with your pup and maybe the kids or yourself. And a perfect way to cool off after a hike. Not sure how much swimming she'll get in. She's still afraid of waves at this point. You trying to show her, Lucifer? Okay, so just checking out the Holmes Bay Campground here. These are all electrical sites. You can see there is quite a bit of trees and foliage, but it's not overly low to the ground, which does make the sites kind of visible through them. The sites are gravel, so if you are bringing a tent, I highly recommend bringing a tarp as a ground sheet just to protect the bottom of your tent. But they are also ideal for those who are looking for a site that you can easily drive into or back a trailer into because they are designed for that purpose. Most of the campground is electrical. There is a small loop of non-electric sites in Lime Kiln, but here in Holmes Bay it is all electrical campsites. So just a quick peek at what some of the sites look like in case you're considering coming and planning a trip to Inverhuron. All right, puppers. So we're not staying the night here, so I'm not going to do a full paw rating. However, what do you two think? Willow says there's a lot of nice people and a lot of great smells, but too many waves, and she doesn't like the waves. But Lucifer says that there was a beautiful beach where he could dig and play in the water, and a hiking trail with smells, and he had a great time, and he suggests all the puppy visitors come to Inverhuron and check it out. So there's your mini rating. And I mean, from a human perspective, what do you think?
Good park. Looks like we were kind of skeptical about it being like all gravel sites and whatnot, but
It's definitely made more for like trailers and RVs and
and but like
it's almost all electrical.
I'd say there's a big electrical sites here, but there are some good private sites here for your reactive dogs. So we'll probably get some footage of that and show you guys.
Yeah, by the time you see this, you'll have already seen some footage of the campsites, and there are some nice sites that if you set them up right, they could be private for a reactive dog. But it's definitely much more for trailer and RV campers. Like most of the sites are gravel. Most of the sites are designed for driving into and positioning your trailer to give you privacy. So you might have to be strategic with your tent placement or a tarp wall, depending. But all in all, there's not a ton to do. Like there's not a lot of trails. The beach, the waves were high. Willow didn't like that very much. But
yeah, I mean it's just one of those things. Tomorrow it could be fantastic, perfectly calm. It's just one of those things, right? But
yeah, exactly. So it's definitely somewhere I would go for a weekend.
Yeah.
But they had fun, and that's the most important thing.
Goose, you're all wet.
All right, let's head home. We're going to do one night at home, and then we are going to be checking out a new hip camp. All right, so we are going to be heading home now. We are sleeping at home tonight. This was just a day trip, but we are heading out to a hip camp to check it out for the weekend. So we will be leaving bright and early in the morning to check that out, and we will also be sharing that with you. So stay tuned for the next video. Let's get going, bud.